Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. What will await us in the series? What will happen in the new episode? Yusuf's insidious plan will be to work in Yalı and be close to Seren. Yusuf, who said he wanted my son Holly's to hear from me, will say that he is a friend of Seren from high school and that he came to Istanbul to study and work. It seems that Holly's AGA will listen to the truth from Yusuf himself to confirm what Seren and Ferit said about Yusuf. Thus, a process will begin that drives Ferit crazy and also hits the hashtag safer rapprochement. Because I think Yusuf will start working in the mansion. Holly's AGA asked Kazım if he was a good boy, if he knew them, and gave Yusuf a reference. She wants it to be. But I think he will be testing Kazım. Because I think it would be more logical for a man like Holly's AGA, like a big wolf, to learn the truth. We can say that the meeting between Pelin and Yusuf in the middle of the night indicates that Yusuf has already started work and even guarded the mansion. Moreover, since Abidin grabbed Yusuf's collar and asked him, "What are you doing here?" we can say that nothing bad happened, but Yusuf managed to cover the mansion. It wouldn't be a mistake if we guessed that Pelin, who said in the dark of the night in the trailer, "Are you Seren's Yusuf?" is trying to sneak into Ferit's room. It means that Ferit will not meet with Pelin for a while, and Pello will get angry and go for a raid at midnight, but he will be blocked by Yusuf. But I guess that Pelin and Yusuf will start to make a secret alliance as the black scourge of hashtag safer couple. Because I think they're both going to have to keep each other's secrets. For Fuat and Suna, according to the scene in this episode, Suna will start working with Fuat because she speaks French. We will see over time whether he likes Fuat Suna very much or if he is trying to fulfill his dream of a baby and get the praise of his grandfather. Because we have seen once again in this episode that Fuat is quite jealous of Ferit. But Fuat, who will take care of Suna at every opportunity, will probably try to support Suna when she is upset or sad and will hold her hand. The rapid development of events also shows that this picture seen by Asuman will cause a crisis for both families. However, the energy and harmony between Abidin and Suna make those who love the series want to see the two of them as a couple. Unfortunately, this seems impossible for now. In the trailer, Holly's AGA said, "Obviously the boy's heart has slipped, but did these things suit us?" We see Orhan and Gulgun being held accountable. We can guess that the people mentioned here are Fuat and Suna. Because, on the one hand, Kazım's pulling Seren and Suna into line is reflected on the screen. We can say that the fact that he said he will ask you to account for this one by one, shows that the problems have been revealed for the older sister. Meanwhile, at the dinner table, Kazım had pointed out Suna's interest in Fuat and congratulated his daughter after the meal. But I think that in the crisis that will come after it is revealed that Fuat is married, Kazım will come out on top as if it was not his fault. We can say that Ferit confirms that the Suna and Fuat affair exploded by saying, "I'm fed up with your older sister and your strong and guilty attitude." Kazım will probably learn the truth of Yusuf from Holly's Aga. Because I think Holly's AGA will have determined that Yusuf is Seren's ex-girlfriend. In other words, we can say that Holly's AGA, who will first try Kazım and ask questions about Yusuf, proves that he knows the truth of the event by saying that he was a brave boy in the continuation of the conversation. So I guess Holly's AGA appreciates that Yusuf did not reveal the truth about Seren. The fact that Ferit is seen in the gym in the new episode also shows that there is no longer any talk about Yusuf. Ferit's anger will increase and he will try to find a solution. Suna and Seren will try to get rid of Kazım's wrath with difficulty. The fact that Seren is tired of the events that has taken place shows itself when he hugs Ferit around his neck. However, while Ferit finds the freedom to live the life he wants, he considers it normal to interfere with Seren's dream of university. Since Seren completed the design, which made Ferit receive the praise of his grandfather, this talent of Seren will emerge in the future. In fact, I guess that the way for Seren to realize his dream of university will pass through this design ability. We have come to the end of our video for now, friends. For the continuation of the videos, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, turn on notifications, like the video and write a comment. Everything is for you guys. Goodbye.